now St Helens, and Andy Haig moves into full-back. Arnold Hunt returns. Matautia and Sullivan. Jason Johnson, young man on his debut, and Goulding. Up front, it's Leatham, Anderson at hooker for the first time, and O'Neill, Morley and Booth, with Busby loose forward. And on the bench, O'Loughlin, Cross, Shield and Barrow, the last three we haven't seen this season before. Coach is Sean McRae. Here's Carl Harrison, had a wonderful game against Bradford on Tuesday at 33, getting better it seems with age. Another kick downfield from Dean, under pressure there he was from Booth. Anthony Sullivan waving away the full-back Haig, setting off on a run himself, but that's a good chase downfield, and it was well picked up by Chris Chester.
Good work by the loose forward, Chris Chester, who played hooker against Bradford. Just shows you that all these young players, they can play in most of the positions out there. So fit and eager.
Matautia now unloads the ball. I must say, Steve-O, this is a much changed St Helens side. They're playing with a lot more spirit and enthusiasm. That's a lovely ball too. And this is Andy Haig, and he's got Sullivan with him, but he took a tumble from Umanga. Umanga's back after him again and gets him second attempt. Goulding spreads the play out wide now. Alan Hunt, first time he's touched the ball really in attacking mode. Just ankle tapped and brought down.
Tremendous play by St Helens. It was a magnificent short pass from Busby.
Matautia out wide to Sullivan, great try.
Great work on the blind side. Goulding out to Matautia. You could see they stuck them in. Well, it looked to shake forward for mine. The beautiful break. It came about from a wonderful pass from Busby. And from this, they continued on. Andy Haig kept it alive. Goulding worked the blind side. You can see they were pulled out of position. Threatened to Ilangi.
Here's Umanga. Gets away from Matautia. Great run from Umanga. He's on his way to the corner. Goulding's after him. That's good defence. Goulding there, and also Andy Haig, the fullback, coming across to bundle the big fellow into touch. Another scream of forward passes. Morley takes it up for St Helens.
Big hit there by Asa Hamon. You would have felt that, Morley. Well, defence is on top, but full credit to St Helens. They've squeezed through two clean breaks.
Goulding again with the kick. Saw there was a big gap, and he's invited Danny Arnold to have a run. And Arnold's coming up here to maybe claim the try. What a run from Arnold! Tremendous run. He was way onside.
Wonderful kick by Bobby Goulding. Mike Umanga is nowhere. He's at the bottom of the middle screen now, but Arnold's pace is just outstanding. They both dive for it. It goes backwards. Asa Amon, did he knock it on?
I think Mr. McRae might well have been laying the law down in training this week, Steve-O.
Well, I think he's asked a lot of the players to take a long look at themselves in the mirror.
Lovely kick from young Jason Johnson.
Tremendous scrambling defence by Saints. They're working hard for each other. That's not the best pass.
Matautia snapped it up. It was an awful ball. He's got Sullivan with him, and Sullivan shows them a clean pair of heels. Second try for Anthony Sullivan. Right underneath the black dot by Sullivan.
Awful pass. They're trying to get the link, and look, it went nobody. Matautia snaps on it, and Sullivan, who read the situation so well. Look at the speed on this man. He's had a fine season so far. Well, the word has got to get out by the Halifax coach, John Pendlebury, that, look, cut out the silly thing and make sure you do the tackling as well.
That was Leatham on a barnstorming run. Hunt went down like a sack of potatoes. Play on, says referee Campbell. This is young Johnson. Oh, that was a swing by Carl Harrison on the youngster. Welcome to Super League, Jason Johnson. This is young Alan Cross, 18 years of age. Non-playing substitute against Sheffield in Cardiff. You may remember that match that was played in South Wales last year.
Well, we said that John Pendlebury would get the message out for them to lift their game, but it seems all they've done is just...
Drop goal from Golding. Didn't find the mark. Booth, though. Simon Booth, number 12 for St Helens. He is playing for the first time in the starting lineup this year. And there's a bit of a schmozzle between Rowley and Anderson, is it?
Chris Morley, I think it is.
It's Simon Booth.
Well, he went a little bit late there on the kicker. And Craig Dean would have felt that. It was a little bit too late. You mentioned the fact that Simon Booth is working overtime. Well,
and now Goulding is having his 4 penneth. And Bobby Goulding's on his way to the sin bin for 10 minutes. He got involved in the discussion, and it really wasn't worth it, because he's now taken 10 minutes in the bin.
Tempers are really fraying.
Oh, that's a lovely shimmy. Great stuff from Johnson. Anderson was the dummy half. Here's Julian O'Neill, and in this injury-wrecked season for the champions, Julian O'Neill, although he loses the ball there, I think Carl Harrison is starting to lose his temper with his own players and with his own performance.
Well, it was a big hit across the chest. Well, the reason why Halifax...
Lovely ball from Morley out wide to Arnold, and Arnold's got away from one. He cuts inside past Dean. Alan Hunt! Arnold's been taken out off the ball, and Alan Hunt goes over underneath the post again.
Well, let's not take anything away with the fact they got it out wide, and Danny Arnold did really well. Morley, beautiful pass out wide there. Not the best attempt to get to the tackle. Back on the inside, and as soon as he passed the ball, he really was taken out.
This is Sullivan now. Chris Chester brings him down. The last action of the first half. They can go again at any stage, but they haven't rushed him back 6 weeks to the day since he snapped it. Andy Haig with a brave run. He's done well at fullback, Steve-O.
His position play has been great. It was on that occasion, though. It wasn't the best kick by Craig Dean. He looks out of sorts.
Good run too from Busby coming in there. That is young Alan Cross. And now here's Chris Morley. Looked over the shoulder and only saw Martin Pearson, so held on to the football. Anderson dummy half to Goulding. Goulding then into the arms of Johnson. And Johnson growing in confidence as this match progresses. Now Halifax defence under pressure again. This is the last tackle. They're 20 metres out St Helens. It's with Goulding. Tries to get a kick in. He's fooled everybody. Stabs the ball out wide. Arnold will pick it up and will score another. Well, it was a missed kick by Bobby Goulding to begin with. And in the end, he got a second kick at it. And Danny Arnold picked up what was the most simple of tries.
Well, you talk about little cheeky halfbacks. You'll smile at this one. It wasn't the best kick. The second one came. The third one was superb. Arnold just picks it up. There was no one to stop him.
The Halifax supporters are claiming offside against the Saints, but the referee had none of it, and that's great stuff from Chester. He's in control of the football whenever Saints do the kicking in general play, despite the fact he's got this hernia problem. What a break from Pearson. What a chase back by Andy Haig. And he's lost it, Pearson. Saints have come up with the ball. This is Johnson. Umanga tackles Johnson.
Super work by Andy Haig. Impact there. Pearson lost the football. Oh, bad mistake there. A bit scrappy now.
Anderson tried to get rid of the football, did so. Unfortunately for him, Leatham retained possession for the Saints. Here's Julian O'Neill.
Well, this is the time of the game where Saints should just calm things down now.
Julian O'Neill, by the way, never played first grade for Auckland Warriors in a 2-year deal at St Helens, and he, above all, will be relishing Friday night and the match at Nosey Road against the Warriors. Saints still in possession. Goulding again hoists the kick up the hill. Booth's after it, but Tuilangi read it perfectly. Got away from Cross. Cuts inside Busby. Dean. Pearson wants it. Pearson gets it. Pearson drags the man back on the inside. It's Boubeng. Boubeng! Brilliant try! David Boubeng! Again, the St Helens defence just them, but for how much longer? Out wide it goes, Moana, and Moana scores!
It looked for all the world that Tuilagi was in.
Matautia now gets the ball away to Cross, and Cross will make some ground. He goes over the halfway line. It's like the cavalry charge behind him. Halifax cut him down.
Good thinking by the youngster. Only 18 years of old, Alan Cross, but he realised that possession was so vital. Didn't try to get the ball away.
Hunt to Morley. Morley out wide to Arnold, who's on a hat-trick. Good defence. Terrific defence from Boubeng. Offered in the touchline, and Arnold came back on the inside.
Surely they'll drive for the sticks and then go for the 1 point with Bobby. Bobby's getting back to settle for it now, surely.
Busby is there. They are just in front of the post. It's now with Goulding. No, he spurns the opportunity, kicks wide instead. And that was nearly a mistake by Tuilagi that allowed Sullivan in. But it's going to be a dropout from the goal line. He touched it.
Good call as well. Off the fingertips of Tuilagi.
It did. Good dropout though. What a tremendous dropout from underneath his own posts. And Andy Haig collects it midway inside his own half of the field, and the chasers have arrived.
Well, it's proved beyond doubt now as Andy Hay that he can settle into the utility situation.
He's hurt though there. He got a shoulder, a big shoulder off Paul Rowley. Here's O'Neill again.
Got through a lot of work as Julian O'Neill.
And he's gone, I think. The message from the bench is that he's gone, but this is Matautia. Oh, Matautia took on Jackson, and Jackson's hurt. Goulding. Busby, out wide it goes to Cross. Andy Haig, I don't think he's going to play much more of this match for a while. This is O'Neill.
Neat little switch by Bobby Goulding back on the inside.
It was on the power play. That's the turnover.
Well, I can't believe that they haven't gone again for the 1 point. Well, that's a shame. He's had a fine match, Andy Haig.
He's Gillespie there. He spins it into the arms of Dean. Dean looks wide again. Interception! Sullivan! Sullivan for his hat-trick. Referee has pulled them back, though.
Offside.
Referee wants the ball back.
They know that it was a dismal first 40 minutes.
Busby again. Well, the lad deserves a try for me. He has had a magnificent match, Dean Busby. They're keeping the movement going. This is one of the youngsters, Cross. Cross back on the inside as he was bundled out. Johnny Arnold keeps the movement going.
Did well, did Alan Cross there to keep the ball in the field of play.
Chances here. He got the ball down. Was he over the touchline, Anderson? Did he hit the flag? The referee is convinced he was out of the field of play.
You could see the right foot already on the whitewash.
Less than 10 seconds to go, and the Saints have held on. They've been given a real fight, though, by this Halifax team, who will head off to Canberra in much better spirits than they would have done if it had stayed the same as it was at half-time. And Goulding punches the air with delight. Knows that this is a priceless victory in the confidence rebuilding stakes.